Hey everybody, I'm doing a follow-up to our last video in regards to online payday loan companies. So whatever the reason you need a payday loan, and you want to do it from the convenience of your house, you don't have to go to one of those places that are more secure than a bank. I always wondered that. You go to a money mart and there's cameras and there's bulletproof glass and all this stuff. And you go to a bank and they're friendly and polite and you get to talk to the person and sit right next to them and shake their hand. I never understood why there was so much extra security at a payday loan store. But I can understand maybe if they've been robbed before or whatnot. Anyway, that's completely off the point. Whatever the reason that you don't want to go to a payday loan store, whether it be that you don't want someone to see you there, or that the payday loan stores in your area are charging more than the online stores, or that you're not able to go to any more of them because of past indiscretions. We don't judge here. Doesn't really matter. The whole point here is how you're gonna get your payday loan online. And there are hundreds of online payday loan companies. Now the main thing you gotta worry about is the scams. There are payday loan companies out there online that are actual scams. They're just trying to get all your information and your bank account information. So what you want to do is do exactly what you're doing right now. Go online with the company that you want to go with and look for reviews. Look for the Better Business Bureau report. Look for anything you can find showing that they're in fact legitimate and that their customers are satisfied. The payday loan company I'm showing you now is the one that had the best reviews all around, all over the internet, had the best rating on review sites. Like it had 100% rating on the video I posted yesterday. So I decided I'd do a little bit more research on this particular payday loan company and go into more details on how it works. Okay, so we're at the frequently asked questions page. So these videos, I have to squish them in a little bit because they're 15 minutes at max for the program I'm using. Just if you wonder why I'm pushing it really quickly, that's why. I can always make more than one though. But let's get to the point. This is their frequently asked questions page. The most common questions: how do I know if I've been approved? If you've been approved for a loan, you'll automatically be redirected to your lender's website, and you'll receive a confirmation email with the next steps to finalize. So basically how this works is you put an application in with them. This is the first part of their application page. And I'm going to go through it with you guys just so you guys see what it takes and how easy it actually is to get a payday loan online. And this is the most reputable company online from everywhere that I've read, everywhere that I've seen. And I really recommend that if you decide to use one of the other companies that I featured yesterday, or a company completely different from any of these companies, go online, check the reviews, make sure that they're legitimate, because this is an industry where scamming is rife, and you don't want to be a victim of identity theft or have somebody you don't know give them power to pull money out of your bank account, and you're telling them the day that they're going to get paid and money's going to be in there. You can see how that can turn into a big problem. So we know this is a good payday loan site because it's the most highly reviewed site on the internet. I just put in a random zip number, which apparently worked. Congratulations, you're one step closer to receiving your $1,000 overnight. There were companies out there that did do payday loans on the same day, and there were companies out there that did payday loans up to $5,000. And those are all still on the top 10 list based on customer reviews and Better Business Bureau reviews. If you take a look at the video I posted yesterday, you'll see the ones in both those cases. I showed one that does up to $5,000, and I showed one that will have the money in your account in 15 minutes. All the other ones make you wait till the next day. So there's very, very few online payday loan companies that'll pay you right away, which, you know what I mean, is the main reason you want to go through a payday loan company. So I'm going to end up doing 3 videos. I'm going to do the video for this one. The reason I'm saying this one's the best is because based on everything online, it's been said to be the best, right? And these are actual reviews from people. Great experience, the application straightforward, easy to fill out, was within standard guideline, was extremely easy to reach customer service representative when I need clarifications. Individuals have been remunerated. Okay, so that means they've paid these people for these reviews. That doesn't mean that they're not true, that just means that they got paid. But there's plenty of other reviews out there where they didn't get paid and they're also saying how great of a place this is. So I really recommend you to go online and do some research on top of when watching my videos. And then once you come to the same conclusion as I have, that this is the best payday loan company, and as long as you don't mind waiting until the next day, because that's going to be the big sticking point, I think, for a lot of people, is when I need a payday loan, it's because I need that money now. My car is in the shop, it needs to be fixed. You know what I mean? Maybe it's like a kid's birthday, or it's an anniversary, or it's something where you either forgot or your finances couldn't keep with it, and you needed to get that money right away. It's not, I need that money tomorrow. So that being said, this one is will pay you tomorrow, but it is the highest rated. And the main thing I saw about this site is the way that they deal with customers is a lot different than any other credit company. They're not going to sell your information, so you're not going to start getting bombarded with a ton of emails. And they're more interested in keeping you as a customer than making sure that the loan gets paid in full within the time period. So they're more willing to stretch the payments out over time, so they keep you as a customer, right? So let's say, for example, you get paid but you can't pay the full amount back. These guys will be willing to help you. Say, okay, well, pay half of it now, right? And they'll give you that half back as payday loan again. Remember you're paying interest on this money. So any payday loans you take out, and the longer that you have them out, the more interest you're paying. And payday loans in themselves are astronomical. Another site I'm going to review and show you is it's Lending Money, and there's another one, City Financial. So there's a few different companies out there that can give you loans up to $3,000 with almost the same amount of effort that you're putting in here, and they all deal with people with bad credit. So if you just want the payday loan, the few $100s, need it right now, great, this is the best bet. But if you want to go and take out a $3,000 loan and have everything taken care of, and now you're just paying one payment to them, stretched out, probably on a lower interest rate than you're going to be paying here, then maybe City Financial or Lending Money, all those sites I will review and show you where they are and how to apply. So anyway, this is step one. This is all you have to fill out. You have a bank account. Even if you say no, lenders require you have a bank account in order to fund. Click OK to confirm you do not have a bank account. So they're basically saying if you don't have a bank account, they can't put the money. They can't send you the money. There needs to be a bank account for them to put the money in, which makes sense. But they also want to have your bank account information so they can pull the money out when you get paid. So then they ask you if you're part of the military. How much money do you want, your name, your address, blah, 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 blah. Step two, you gotta tell them about your employer, right? So they don't call your employer. They don't even ask you to send in any information, right? It's literally just what you say goes. And you gotta remember, these companies, they work on an automated system. Most, if not all, of these payday loans will get run through a computer, and the computer will decide whether you get paid or not, right? So you're gonna have to read between the lines here. So if I tell a company that I've only worked somewhere for 6 months, they're gonna be a lot more they'll be a lot harder for them to lend you the money. Whereas if you say, oh, I've worked there for 3 years, right? That when the computer looks at it, says, oh, this person is stable. He's been at his time, right? So they've already got 4 years or more written down here. That's what they want to see, right? That's why they put it there. You can do less. You can do 0 to 3 months. You can do whatever. But I'm just letting you know from past experience, the longer you've been at your employer is the key factor on whether you're approved or not. And then secondary is going to be how much money you make a month, right? So again, in this case, they're not asking you to send in a paycheck. They're just asking you to put this information in. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And finally, they want to see that you have a bank account. Oh, the other thing is electronic deposit. They want you to have your money come in direct deposit. Because if you get a paper check, then there's a lot higher chance that you're going to go cash that somewhere else. Whereas when you put down electronic deposit, that means that the money is going to be put into your bank account, and that way they're guaranteed to get their cash, right? That still doesn't mean you can't go and close that account or ask your boss for a paycheck or whatnot if worst case comes, right? But that being said, this company is really good. I would be honest with them as much as possible, because this looks like a company that would be easy to keep working with for a long time. And then finally, all you gotta do is take the information off your check and put it in here. Again, ask how long have you been with your bank, you want to see. And that's it. Boom. And they'll deposit your cash. They'll give you an answer right away